Last year, I got a bill for $189. Not for new parts, not for 2 hours of labor, not for anything that involved tools, grease, or any kind of physical effort. Just a guy, very nice guy to be fair, plugging a little device into a port under my dashboard, staring at his laptop for 4 minutes and going, "Yeah, it's your oxygen sensor." 4 minutes, $189. I smiled, said thank you, paid, drove home. And then I looked it up. The scanner he used, $39 on Amazon. The app that reads the codes, free. The diagnosis that appeared on his screen in plain English that any 10-year-old could read, also free. So naturally, I did what any reasonable person does in this situation, and I spent the next 3 weeks watching mechanic videos at 1 a.m. like a complete maniac. And I found 10 things. 10 things that shops charge serious money for. Things that take 5 minutes or less that you can either do yourself for almost nothing or get for free if you just know where to ask. Number 6 on this list? I'm gonna be honest, when I found out what they're actually doing, I laughed. And then I got kinda mad. We'll get there. Let's go. Hack number 1, the OBD-II scan. All right, let's start with the one that started all of this for me. Every car built after 1996 has a little port under the dashboard called an OBD-II port. When your check engine light comes on, your mechanic plugs a scanner into that port, a code pops up, and they tell you what's wrong. Then they hand you a bill for the privilege of this information. Here's the thing. AutoZone does this for free. O'Reilly does it for free. Advance Auto Parts does it for free. You walk in, hand them your keys, they come back in 5 minutes with a printout of every code in your car. No appointment, no bill, just free information. Or, and I love this option, you buy your own Bluetooth OBD-II reader for $20, plug it in once, download a free app, and now you have a permanent window into your car's brain. Every code, every sensor, live data while you're driving. The next time a shop tries to charge you a diagnostic fee before they've even touched your car, you already know what's wrong. That changes the entire conversation. Hack number 2, cabin air filter. All right, every time you take your car in for an oil change, someone is gonna walk out with a dirty cabin air filter in their hand, hold it up under a light and say,
"Sir, this really needs to be replaced."
And they're not lying, it probably does need to be replaced. The lie is the $65 bill they're about to hand you for doing it. The filter costs $8, maybe $15 if you want the fancy one with the activated carbon that makes you feel like you're breathing mountain air. And the installation? Here's the actual complete installation for most cars. Open glove box, push the sides in slightly, pull old filter out, slide new filter in, close glove box. That's it. That is the entire job. 28 seconds. I timed it. Some cars have it behind a panel under the dashboard, maybe 2 minutes total. YouTube has a specific video for literally every car ever made. Search your car model, cabin air filter replacement. Watch a man do it in 45 seconds, do it yourself, save $50. Hack number 3, tire rotation. Rotating your tires is real legitimate maintenance. It evens out the wear, extends the life of your tires, saves you money in the long run. I'm not disputing any of that. What I am disputing is the $50 every time. Because Discount Tire does free rotations. Not free with purchase, not free if you bought tires here, just free. Walk in, ask, done. Costco, free for life on tires you purchase there. Many independent shops will rotate for free if you're getting an oil change at the same time. You just have to ask. Most people don't ask. Do it every 5,000 to 7,000 miles. If you've been paying for every rotation, add that up over a year. That's $150 you didn't need to spend on tire spinning, which is free. Hack number 4, wiper blade installation. Okay, I'll be real with you. I almost didn't include this one because it felt too easy. But then I remembered that shops literally charge $30 for it and people pay it without blinking. So here we are, wiper blades, snap on. There is a tab. You lift the arm off the glass, press the tab, the old blade releases, the new one clicks in. If I described it any slower, I'd be going backwards. Here's an even better option. Go to any auto parts store, buy your blades, and when the counter person asks if you need anything else, say, "Can someone help me install these?" They will walk outside right then in the parking lot and do it for free in 2 minutes while making it look incredibly easy. Because it is incredibly easy. The fact that this shows up as a line item on shop invoices is genuinely funny to me. Hack number 5, battery terminal cleaning. You've seen it. That white or blue-green crusty stuff on your battery terminals looks like something from a science experiment. It causes weak starts, weird electrical issues, and could even trigger false check engine codes. Cleaning it is a completely legitimate thing to do. Paying $45 for it is not. Here's the full recipe. 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 1 cup of warm water. Disconnect negative terminal first, always negative first, don't skip that part. Pour the mixture on the corrosion. Watch it fizz like a tiny volcano, which is honestly pretty satisfying. Scrub with an old toothbrush, rinse, dry, done. Total cost? Whatever fraction of a box of baking soda you used, roughly $0. Or buy a $4 spray can of terminal cleaner from the parts store and skip the science experiment. Either way, this is a 3-minute job. Never ever pay a shop to do this for you. Hack number 6. The fuel system flush. Okay, I promised you this one. Here it is. You go in for an oil change. The service advisor comes back 15 minutes later with a clipboard and a look of genuine concern. "We ran a check on your vehicle and we're seeing some buildup in the fuel system. We're recommending a fuel system flush. It's going to be $200, but it'll really clean things up." You nod, you say okay, you pay $200. Here's what happens in the shop after you hand over your keys. Someone sprays a can of cleaner into your intake manifold. That's it. That's the whole service. The can costs $12 at AutoZone. The spray takes about 90 seconds. The markup is somewhere around 1,500%. Now, I want to be fair here. There are legitimate professional-grade fuel system services that use actual equipment and can make a real difference on high-mileage engines. Those exist. But what most shops sell as a fuel flush is a $12 can of cleaner with a $200 labor charge attached to it. The DIY version that works just as well for regular maintenance? A bottle of Techron Concentrate Plus, $10. Pour it in your tank before you fill up, drive normally. Your injectors will thank you. Before you say yes to any fuel service, ask exactly what they're doing, what product they're using, and how long it takes. If the answer is about 1.5 minutes, you have your answer. Hack number 7, coolant flush. Your coolant needs to be changed every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. This is real maintenance, not made-up maintenance. Old coolant becomes acidic over time and starts attacking metal and rubber from the inside. Not great. Shops charge $100 to $150 for this. The DIY version costs about $20 in 30 minutes. Drain the old coolant, flush the system with distilled water, not tap water, distilled, because minerals are the enemy here. Refill with the correct coolant for your specific car. And that correct coolant part is critical. This is not a just grab whatever's on the shelf situation. GM vehicles take Dexcool. Most Asian makes take pink or blue long life coolant. Older domestic cars take green conventional. Wrong coolant in the wrong car eats seals. Check your owner's manual. 5 seconds of reading saves you a $500 repair. The job itself is simple. The knowledge of which coolant to buy is what you're actually paying for when you go to a shop. Now you have that knowledge. So, hack number 8, serpentine belt inspection. Here's a quick one. Shops charge an inspection fee, sometimes $30, sometimes $40, just to look at your serpentine belt. The inspection is you look at it. That's the whole inspection. You look at the belt. You check for cracks on the ribbed side, you look for fraying on the edges, you check if it looks glazed or shiny, which means it's slipping. You check if any chunks are missing, which means it's about to become a very bad day. Do this every time you change your oil. Pop the hood, find the belt. It's the long, flat, serpentine-looking thing running around your pulleys, which is why they named it that, and just look at it for 30 seconds. If it looks dry, cracked, or shiny, replace it. A replacement is absolutely worth paying a shop for. The inspection, that's your eyes. Those are free. While you're under the hood, Squeeze your coolant hoses. They should feel firm but slightly flexible, like a stress ball. Hard rock or mushy means they're on their way out. 2 minutes of poking around can save you from breaking down on a highway. True story. Hack number 9. Power steering fluid check.
I'm including this one specifically because I once watched a shop charge $35 for fluid level inspection, which is a fancy way of saying they looked at a clear plastic bottle.
Your power steering reservoir is a small plastic container somewhere near the front of your engine. It has a steering wheel symbol on the cap because car manufacturers correctly assumed we'd never find it otherwise. Look at the side of the bottle. There are 2 lines, min and max. Your fluid should be between them. That is the entire inspection. It takes 4 seconds. If it's low, power steering fluid runs $5 to $8 a bottle at any parts store. Pour it in slowly. Don't overfill. Overfilling causes its own problems and also feels embarrassing. One important note, if your power steering fluid is consistently low and you're not seeing it leak anywhere obvious, that's a conversation worth having with a mechanic because something is going somewhere. But the check itself, 4 seconds, free, every time. Hack number 10, the multi-point inspection upsell. This last one is a little different. The inspection itself isn't a scam. It's actually useful to have someone look over your car. The scam is what comes after it. You bring your car in for a $40 oil change. You leave with a sheet of paper listing $800 in recommended services. And because you're standing in a fluorescent lit room wearing a jacket that isn't quite warm enough, slightly confused, slightly late for something, you say okay to 3 of them. The counter move is simple. Do a 10-minute inspection yourself before every shop visit. Check your tire tread with a quarter. Put Washington's head into the groove. If you can see the top of his head, you need tires. If his hair disappears, you've still got life. Check your brake fluid. Pull the cap off the reservoir. Dark brown fluid means it's absorbed water and needs changing. Clear or light yellow means you're good. Look under your car the morning before you go. Any fresh spots on the driveway, oil, coolant, transmission fluid, are worth mentioning. Any spots that have always been there are probably not a crisis. Walk in knowing these things, and the inspection sheet stops being scary. You can look at their list and say, yeah, that one's real, that one I already checked, and that one, what exactly does that involve? That question, what exactly does that involve, is worth memorizing. It buys you time, shows you know what you're doing, and occasionally causes a very interesting pause before they answer. All right, if this saved you some money, or at least stopped you from spending some money you were about to spend, hit the like button. It genuinely helps more people find this video. Subscribe if you want more of this. I post every week. Cars, money, and the stuff the industry hopes you never Google.